Hey, it's Eraser Mice, and I'm looking at the Procession tool and how you can use it along with templates such as all the great templates from Ableton. So what I have here is one of their free sample packs, or one of their free templates, I should say, the Elements of Sound, which is a free demo you can get from their site or from their Facebook page. Check it out over there. And what you typically get, what I've seen so far, I haven't seen that many of the Ableton's templates, but I've seen a bunch of them, and you typically get this really nicely laid out arrangement view with all the clips and everything in it. It's a really, kind of a quality song kind of laid out, but they really intend for you to like take them and make them your own and to modify them, edit them, which makes a really good pairing with Procession, because that's what Procession is all about. So let's look at the structure of the set here. Now, so we have arrangement view. And now, for those of you not familiar with Procession, it's basically a session viewer down here that replicates a lot of the features of the regular Ableton session view. And you'll see it's all empty in this template here. So we're going to come over here, and we just have no clips, nothing currently going on in there. And we'll shrink it down a little bit so I can kind of see potentially everything that's going on there. And I'll drag it out a little bit, and maybe I'll even close down that window over there. Okay, so you see nothing going on. Now, if I just hit play, you'll see the meters going off in here, and we can kind of watch what's going on as I pop around. Okay, now also, I'm not using Silent on my machine here. I don't have Silent, so I'm using actually Absinthe, because I just grabbed it and wanted to use that. Okay, so now let's, what would we do here? Okay, I'm grabbing about 40 bars at a time, so it's 5 times 16 bars, so pretty big chunks for this demo, but you'll get the idea. So I grabbed the first 40 bars, and I'm going to turn that into my first section. So in Live, I come up here and I say, okay, consolidate time to new scene. Okay, I click on that. And what will happen is you will see down here in our arrangement, or excuse me, in our session viewer, you suddenly get a new scene. This is scene 21, and it has some clips in it. So that has all the clips that are involved in here, a lengthened version of each one of those, and they will let us now basically play that group as if it was a scene. Okay. So the grayed out here means I'm using my session view, not my arrangement view. But you hear it'll sound the same. Okay, so far so good. Now I'm going to come back to my arrangement over here. I'm going to grab the next chunk. So I'm going to move my loop down. I'm using this as just a shorthand way. I could just click on the track and kind of select it, but I like to use the loop here because I get the same size. All right, so I select that, and then I say, all right, consolidate time to new scene again. Now I'll get another scene below that one, scene 22, should be. Okay, now press 22, go to 21. It's the build from the beginning again, so the first 16 have nothing on them. Jump to that next scene if I want. Okay, and I'm going to keep moving throughout the whole set that way. I'm going to create another one, another group here, and create time to new scene. And do it again. Time to new scene. And one more. Create, consolidate time to new scene. So what I have now is I have basically 5 scenes, 21 through 25, that represent the structure of that song. And it's kind of neat. You can kind of see things kind of come in and out. There's the drop in here where things aren't happening. You see, the build-up always has the kick. We have kick throughout, so you can kind of even analyze it, a little bit in here to see what's going on. And the nice thing then is now I have all my clips and things. I can kind of bounce around and kind of remix it on the fly, or even improvise, say, yet a new arrangement. Now, the way I'd create a new arrangement, I could erase this other one, or I could start over here. So I'm going to do is I'm going to place my my counter over here, my playhead over here, and then I come back to my, click on master. And now I'm going to hit record and play. Or, well, I'm going to hit record and I'm just going to trigger some clips. All right. Now I'm recording over here. And maybe I'll keep the, you'll see, I'll zoom in a little bit here. Maybe I want to start triggering some things here. Maybe the next scene. Now that was really the quick version of it. Obviously, I crunched the whole song down into this little chunk here. You wouldn't normally do that. But I can come back over now, and you'll see, we'll look just at that section. And that's how I improvise things. So now if I play from here, you can see how I sort of improvised things and triggered some clips. And I can then still add things more on top and all that kind of thing. See the added kick come in here. And the bass line comes in. Maybe the bass line doesn't come in. Huh. I have the absence device in there. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, oh, it comes in much later. Okay, but you get the idea. You know, it's which is basically, you know, it gives you a fun way to kind of divide things up, put it into session view. You can play things back into arrangement view, improvise things. So it's a really nice complement to a lot of these kind of pre-cooked and template sessions that you can get, or template projects you can get from places like Ableton. There are some from Loop Masters and that sort of thing, but I found that, you know, Ableton certainly seems to have the biggest library of them. So until next time, this is Eraser Mice. Check out Procession, check out Ableton, check out the other great stuff that we have at isotonicstudios.com for you. Take care. Bye.